Evening all, how's it going? It's Chris Graham here, Marco here from Sporting Bet HQ. Only the cleaners are here, we're here that late, would you believe it? Mark, how's it hanging, mate?
Hanging alright, thanks Chris.
Good man.
I think I'm back in form, 2 out of 3 last weekend. Finally.
Good man. I got 2 in Poland as well. So yeah, we both had a good weekend. I was in Stockholm as well, which is the best city in Europe. Without fail, give it a try, it's amazing.
Any stories?
Someone famous followed me on Twitter. That's probably my favourite. But in terms of actual physical sexual contact with females, didn't even get close. It sums up 2013 for me.
They are Premier League over Swedes, aren't they?
Oh, Champions League even. Anyway, enough of this fantasising and sexual thoughts. And, on to Wigan against Derby.
Sexual.
What a contrast. What a contrast.
Pies.
Yeah. Anyway, Owen Coyle. No man, I'd never want to have sexual relationships with. But anyway, what's the bet here? Stop.
I apologise first. It's a 4 to 6 shot. It's a very short price, but if you can say there's a value in a 4 to 6, it's got to be this one. Yeah. It's the only odds-on shot I'm going to have this week. Because I believe it should be shorter. It's Derby to avoid defeat in the double chance market at Wigan on Sunday. Sure. Steve McLaren's Derby now, of course, they've lost just once in 7, and that was at QPR away from home. Mm-hmm. That's one of only 2 away defeats they've had this season. The other one was against Forest away, their rivals, when they're actually much the better team and deserved at least a point from that game, if not all 3. Very one-sided game from what I saw. They've only lost 5 of their 17 games in the league now as well, so this bet would have banked in 12 of their 17 matches. They've won 5 of 8 away games, including the weekend when they beat Bournemouth 1-0. Eddie Howe, lovable Eddie Howe, we love the guy.
We all like Eddie.
He actually said they're the best team he's come up against this season. So those pre-season predictions by many, including Mark Langdon, I think, to say they'll be in the top 6 seem to be ringing true at the moment. Mm-hmm. You all know my thoughts about Owen Coyle and Wigan. No need to go over them again, but they've only won 6 of 15 now in the league, so this bet would have paid out in 9 of those matches. They've won 4 out of 8 at the DW, which of course does look okay, but they lost their unbeaten record last weekend at home against Brighton. So not exactly the force of the Championship either. You've got to categorise Derby as a better team than them. They also have to deal with a Europa League game again this Thursday night. They've only won 2 out of 6 now as well in the league and failed to score in 6 of 10, surprisingly. You throw in the fact that Derby are actually top away scorers in the league with 17. I think 4 to 6 is value if 4 to 6 could ever be value. Yeah,
it's a sound proposition there. That particular bet, that's for sure. Steve McLaren, a guy I actually like Steve McLaren. I think he got a hell of a lot of bad press 5 years ago after he failed, let's be honest, with the England job. But let's not forget he took Middlesbrough to the UEFA Cup final, which is an extraordinary achievement when you look ahead. And he's
look what he did in the Netherlands though with FC Twente.
Yeah.
That's absolutely outstanding.
Amazing. The guy's
break up the monopoly of PSV and Ajax.
Absolutely. Just let's not mention Notts Forest though. Anyway. MK Dons against Coventry. He's going bold here, guys. He's going bold. He's got over 3.5. Man, puff that chest out.
Why not? I've just put 4 to 6 up.
Yeah,
but it's a similar sort of thing here. I think this is value again at 9 to 5. I think it should be shorter, over 3.5 goals. I've just put down here, if Brian Laws, Martin Allen, Nigel Clough can all get sacked, then when is Carl Robinson going to get sacked? They've now lost 7 in 10 in the league. They lost 3-1 at Colchester in midweek.
But he's fashionable.
He's not. He's really not. I just put down as well here, Darren McAntony, the posh chairman, was dressing down his team on Twitter on Tuesday night after their 5th successive defeat. But Pete Wilkerman just continues to support Carl Robinson. I saw a recent interview with him and he was glowing terms for him. It was a bit sick, to be honest. Yeah. Anyway, they hold a 1-5 drawn 2 lost 2 home record. It's goals he want though. 11 of their 17 have gone over 2.5. More recently, 9 of the last 11 have gone over 2.5. Wow. At home, 5 of their 9 games have gone over 2.5. But we want 4 goals or more, and that's occurred in 7 of MK Dons' last 11 games in the league. At the Bowl, their games are averaging 3.1 goals per game. They've kept just 2 in 9 home clean sheets, which is encouraging for Coventry, who produced one of the strangest results of the season so far, losing 5-1 at home to Tranmere.
Any thoughts? Any ideas why that happened? write a postcard. We love betting. Sporting Bet HQ.
And then they got humped by Rotherham 3-0 at home as well. But 71 goals in Coventry matches this season, almost 4 per game on average. 12 of their 18 have gone over 2.5. 6 of the last 8 have gone over 2.5, including the last 4. But it seems when there are goals in Coventry games, they come in hatfuls. 8 of their 18 have gone over 3.5, including 2 of their last 3. And away from home, half of their fixtures have seen over 3.5 goals. So you're nearly getting 2-1 on that. It's 9-5 over 3.5 goals.
Wow, over 3.5, a man's bet. if I ever saw one. That's why I've never backed that selection. Anyway, another over/under bet here. Again, you're going over, Mark, and this time a bit of a not a man's bet. Over 1.5.
For Dagenham to score over 1.5.
Dagenham, tough part of the East End. You know what to bet, not a man in Dagenham. That's
against Wickham from Buckinghamshire.
Yeah, what a contrast then. What a contrast. You fit in it well at Wickham.
I've got Dagenham to score over 1.5 goals. A quick explanation really. They've been on my notebook for a few weeks. Odds against to beat Wickham at 21-20. They're at home. They've won 5, drawn 2, lost 1 at home, including winning 4 and losing 1 of the last 5 at home. So there's incentive there to keep them on side and keep backing them. But Wickham are such a hard team to guess. They have won 3, drawn 2, lost 3 away from home. But more recently, drawn 2, lost 3 of the last 5. Interestingly though, they've only failed to score once since mid-August. So if Dagenham are going to win this match, you'd expect them to have to score at least twice. Right. So squeeze a little bit more value out and back them to score 2 goals or more over 1.5 at 11-10. Wickham have drawn 1 and lost 3 away to the top half. 3 of those 4 away defeats saw them concede 2 goals or more. They've only kept 3 clean sheets all season. Dagenham have actually banked in this bet in 5 of their 8 home fixtures. They have a fantastic record of scoring in all but 1 of their 18 League 2 matches, mainly down to the form of former Arsenal trainee Rhys Murphy, who's got 9, Zavron Hines from, I think he came from West Ham, and they also welcome back their captain and driving force from midfield, Abu Ogogo, to this match too. They've only won 1, drawn 1, lost 2 of the last 4. That's because 3 of those games came away from home. They did their best work at home. 11-10 to score over 1.5 goals against Wickham.
Abu, didn't he win a medal at the Olympics? Abu Ogogo. That was Anthony. Sorry, that was terrible. That's a terrible joke. I'm looking at the time. It's 7.5 minutes. God, we always get told, guys, we love the boss that we love betting. We love your videos, but they're always too long. Never want them over 8 minutes. Well, we've got 3 seconds left before it goes on to 8 minutes. So, see you later.